What's happening, people? It's your boy Trill. Peace, namaste, and all those great things. It's another beautiful day to have a higher day and a higher living and a higher lifestyle of life. Geese chirping or honking, whatever they doing. Today we're gonna do something, I'm gonna just call it from seed to tree. So we're gonna start in the cobbler pose, and I'm gonna have everything commentated. But we're gonna start at the cobbler pose, and we're gonna end in tree pose. From seed to tree. Really how life goes, from small to growing, but you gotta grow. And the flows get harder, but you just gotta do it. So with the seed to tree, we're gonna start at the cobbler. We're gonna work our way up. We're not gonna do a lot of the staying grounded poses for the sake of the video, but it is what it is. So let's make it happen. Starting at cobbler pose. So like I said, we're starting in the cobbler pose. You're gonna have the plantar surfaces of your feet touching, like your hands clap, feet gonna clap. Gonna bring your hands together, grab your toes and feet by your hands, and lean forward. Just stretching the groin, warming up the lower back, and getting us ready to move in all the different positions. Now we're moving into seated spinal twist. This is where we move the right ankle across to the left knee and the left elbow to the right knee. Pushing, switch to the other side. Deep breaths. 3 deep breaths on this session. Through the nose, out the mouth. Now we're going to go into table pose. Make sure you have your feet and arms aligned, hands facing out, knees aligned with toes, buttocks firm and straight, leaving everything parallel, coming back down. And just jump straight into the plank. Plank into chaturanga. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. And as we're into downward, we're going to bring the right knee close to our hands, elevate up, stretching the quad, bringing the right knee back, and we're coming into warrior 1 or crescent pose. 3 breaths. Hands coming down on the second breath. Switching into warrior 2. Make sure your arms are extended out. Opening up the chest, stretching the arms, also stretching the groin, the leg, and the back leg, and stabilizing the quad in front. Switching, we're going to be leaning back, opening up and pivoting the left foot. Now we're into ninja pose, stretching the right hamstring, stabilizing the left quad, and getting a good groin stretch. Now from this ninja pose, we're going to be going into reverse warrior pose. Almost the same thing, but now we're in the upper scale, and we're going to be stretching the ribs, the obliques, external mostly. Now we're into this extended side ankle pose, getting everything aligned with the hip. This is pretty crooked, but hey, it's all in alignment, baby. Get better next time. Now we're having the triangle pose. Boom.
Good for stretching the hips, the hamstrings as well. Now we're going to reverse. I'm going to grab the opposite leg with the hand, still looking up. Coming in for another lunge. And we're back to the plank. We're going to do the same all on the left side. From that chaturanga, we're coming to upward facing dog. Transition straight into downward facing dog. From this downward, we're going to bring the left knee in. Extend it out and up. Folding the left knee, stretching the quad just a bit. And we're going to be bringing it in for warrior one. Remember, the prana of 3. Through the nose, out the mouth. 3 times. And hands together on the second. Transitioning into warrior 2. Keep everything aligned. Toes aligned with knee. Knee aligned with toes. Extending the arms. Opening up the chest and straightening the back. I'm transitioning into ninja pose. As you see, I did not touch that table at all. Can get in real good. It's a calming pose here. True focus. From the ninja pose, we're coming up into the reverse warrior pose. Stretching the ribs or the obliques on the left side of the body. And stretching the right leg, stabilizing the left quad. And we're coming into the extended side angle. Here, triangle pose, excuse me. This is really good for your adductors and side hip and all of that. Lord knows. Great for it. Hamstrings as well. The side you're leaning on is the hamstring you're going to. So as we see the reverse triangle, we'll be stretching the left hammy on this one. Still looking up. Still keeping everything straight. Still focused. As we come down from the reverse triangle, come into reverse crescent. My hands in between. One leg under, one leg over my leg. But if you can't do so, just bring your arms from up underneath. It doesn't have to be that difficult. Now this transition is going to look different than most because I wanted to show the tree part from the seed to tree. Here we are in the downward, walking back up. Slight forward bend, back bend. Come back up, and this is where I turn. Gathering myself, getting focused, staying focused. They know what to do. I'm just bringing the leg in. And I can't remember the name of this pose at the moment, but this just helps stretch the ankles and get them rotated right. When you do this one for a while, you can see and feel the benefits. Also, getting the groin and the inner thigh stretched and worked out. Now I turn, keeping the balance, into a dancer pose. I always use my hand as something to align with that's in front of me to stay focused. And hop back in front into the tree pose. And what helped me to stay focused on this is what I remember is a tree was right in front of me. So I just said, just be like the tree. Bring your leg up, down, and we do the same thing for the right side. Bring your leg up and fold it in while standing, balance. Bring your arm up while the other arm is holding the leg up. Oxygen to the upper part of your body. That's where I turn and did a dancer pose to this side. Focus, focus, focus. Breathe and focus. And the last on the tree pose. Remember to always be like a tree. Bend, don't break. The only time you break is when lightning strike. And it don't strike that often. So when it do strike and hits you, know that you were chosen to be hit. Love.
Excuse. That's the end of that. Ended it greatly. Another great trill flows seed to tree. Excuse me. Thank you. But then again, another trill flows. Very simple. Excuse me. Working our way from the ground up. Cobbler pose, beginning, tree pose, ending. Make sure that you're planted by, or keep planted within your mind, positivity. And not just positivity for the sake of positivity, but positivity in your purpose, positivity in your communications with others, most importantly, positivity in conversations with yourself that you have mentally. And just make sure that you're always in alignment. And know that when the seed is planted, it's not going to be grown to a tree as fast as what we did. And that's just only one round. But always remember that. Nothing's overnight. But while you working in the overnight, water the plant, meaning yourself. And that don't mean necessary water. You might need more water since you're dehydrated probably. But water is the nourishment and the nurturing of the plant that is being talked of, which is yourself. Because to me, humans are nothing but trees that can move. We got a lot of the same things that trees have, but we can speak, and we can move, and we can think for ourselves. The tree can't just say, all right, I grow just regular leaves. This year, I'm gonna grow some peaches. Can't do that. We have the opportunity and the ability and the grace to do that, to change what it is that we produce. But in order to do that, it takes consistency, persistence, and patience. It's your boy Trill. Remember, if you're not higher or trying to get higher, what you doing? I don't know. Peace and love to all. And remember, the peace that we're talking about is not apart, but it's together. 1,000.